Hello, hello, this is Colemaninho, and this is the start of a brand new Crusader Kings 2 run, in which we're going to go for a couple of the Roman runs. This is going to be the SPQR run, the Senatus Populus Romanus, or the Senate and People of Rome. So first of all, we're going to aim to complete the decision, restore the Roman Empire, and which requires holding pretty much the old Eastern Roman Empire, so like round here to Alexandria, Jerusalem, all of this, Croatia and bits and pieces of Rome. Once that is done, we then would be called the Roman Empire instead of the Byzantine Empire, and we get a new ability to extend out to the traditional extent of the empire, so more Africa, Iberia, Gaul, up into Britannia, and around the Danube and Rhine. Well, that's the long time run anyway. We've started off as the Basilius of the Byzantine Empire, Basilius Constantinos, the fifth of the Byzantine Empire. I'm a bit of a codger. I am iconoclast. I have a heresy of my country's own religion. And one of the things we're going to do is get rid of that by renouncing iconoclasm. And we're all the way there. The only thing we need to be is not zealous. And old Constantinus is super zealous. So we're going to look to, once we move on in our life, get on with that and get rid of iconoclasm, get back to normal orthodoxy and roll from there. Personally, we control Constantinople and the bits of Thrace that go with it. Byzantine runs out here in the newest Holy Fury expansion pack. It's changed how the Byzantines are set up here in 769. We have the King of Epirus here, who is our client state rather than it being under us directly. And I think it's a similar sort of setup out here to the east as well. Also new to the Byzantines in Holy Fury is their government. We have a agnatic imperial elective. I mean, currently it looks like I'm the only elector, but what that means is the council and commanders of the army can influence the selection, depending on what titles and whatnot they have. They have different weight. My relatives, any commanders and marshals are all legitimate people to inherit, so I have to be careful that I don't make any of my commanders too powerful, because then they can usurp the empire, which would suck. Another cool thing with the setup is we have an empowered council, but they don't actually have any power. We don't have any factions yet because we haven't pressed go, but I imagine the increased council power faction is going to pop up quite quickly. But in the short term, it means we can force through whichever laws we want in the early days. I'm thinking about changing some of the obligations because in the realm, I don't think there's anything that I'm particularly bothered by. Maybe external vassal war decks, central relation is high. Status woman I'd like to get up, but there's a lot of tech required intolerance for that to happen. Revoke title, getting it religious would be nice, but not a priority. Viceroyalty, we have duchies, so we can currently hand out duchies as a viceroyalty. I've never ran it as the Byzantines, but I have had viceroyalty titles as a normal feudal ruler, and your vassals hate it. Each time you give out a viceroyalty kingdom level title, all of your subjects take a 2-point relations hit, which isn't great. Maybe in the Byzantines, because it is their special government type, maybe it's not as impactful. But to start with, we only control the Duchy of Thrace here, and I'm definitely not giving that out because it's where I live. Sexy Constantinople. There we are. I'd quite like to pick up a few of those underneath me and then just live as Thrace pretty much. Right, but let's get these initial buttons clicked so we can start rolling. We have children who lack focus. So this young lady who is awful, is going to get all learning-y. This young man, who also sucks, he can do it diplomacy. Do I have any good sons? Wow, he's got a 9. He's my best child yet. He's going to get all stabby. And I have some small children who... he can struggle. He can struggle. I can set my crown focus as Thraci. No, I think I'm going to set my crown focus as Byzantine, as Constantinople. That seems a bit more powerful, given that we don't have a hospital. We can build one. No, cancel, abort, abort. We don't have any prosperity yet, and we'd like to get a move on with that. We need a focus and ambition. So our ambition is going to be, we'd have a friend, we could have paragon of virtue, exalted among men. We could see the realm prosper, which involves not fighting anyone for 5 years. That's not going to happen. Or we can get some money. I would like to be exalted among men, please. There we are. And in order to get there, I am going to start with a business focus and hopefully get a trade route coming out of Constantinople for hot, fat loots. Okay, what else have we got? Important decisions. Search for a smith. We haven't got enough money. Recruit a corp physician. Surely we can do this a better way. Physician. You, sir. My strategist, do that. My designated regent. We'll go with him again. Court dwarf, no valid candidates. There are a lot of different commanders we have. What have we got on the council? This guy hates us. Why do you hate us so much, dude? He doesn't like that. Yeah, feudal opinion of Grantal Viceroy. He's minus 24. Brilliant. Yeah, he's feudal. We are imperial. Okay, so he's a different government type. So he's a bit sad about that. 16. 6. He is terrible. Let's go with this guy. 11. Do we have a better spy man? Not really. So you can just generally make people happier. You can train troops in the capital. You can collect some taxes, get us some fat loots. This guy can study tech. Wow, we can't just send him to Constantinople like we normally do. Let's send him off into the Abbasid Empire. And do we need to convert anyone? What religion are you? Well, you're iconoclast, so I don't really want you turning people iconoclast, thanks. So I think he will just research cultural tech in our capital. Our sweet, sweet capital. Look at that. Theodosian walls. My word, our capital is delicious. Citrus Smith, we can't afford it, so we'll get rid of that for the time being. We can create some titles, but we've got no money. I'd quite like to make a few of those, but we can't afford it because we are poor. We have unlanded sons. Sorry, Prince Leon. I can't really do much with that. And we can press some de jure ducal claims. I'll not press anything for myself. We control. Yeah, we already have the whole Duchy of Thrace. So, Bulgaria. If I wanted to declare war on you, sir, what claims have I got? Oh, we can do holy wars already. That is extremely, extremely sexy. Okay, so how many dudes do I have? I have 7,500 troops. Bulgaria has 4,500. Okay, so our options are we can either go west and pick up Bulgaria and the Balkans and work towards Lombard Italy, or we can maybe head this way to see if we can start working down into the Abbasid Empire. Because if we declare war on you, Holy War 4, yeah, I mean, the only bad thing about that is he is a Sunni Muslim. So we're likely to get jumped on by them if we holy war them. So I think we're going to go Bulgaria. Get rid of that for the time being, and that for the time being, and that because we don't care because he's a buffoon. Okay, so we're going to Bulgaria. Yeah, should we work along the inner sea? I think we probably should. Yeah, so let's do that. We're at war. Let us not raise the fleets. Oh, let's put that down, and we're going to set a rally point to be where are we going to set our army rally point? We're going to have there for anyone on the east of the Hellespont, and we're going to have the, oh, what am I doing? I'm going to have there for anyone on that side, and we will also have, why am I failing so hard at life? There we are. So we'll go a bit faster. Oh, we probably want to raise the rest of the armies now I've got that sorted out. Oh, look, we control all of these little bits out here. So they can go down. Yeah. Time advance a little. Move these guys in so we can start the siege. We're going to catch them. Yes, we are. We have won a battle. Oh, can we get out? Having finger deficiency. Okay, he's going to get caught, so we're just going to put him down. Let's levies race to, or whatever. We have some very slow moving armies. Okay, so okay, we can get out of there. What? Lies! It says I was going to get out. Come on, troops. We're losing that. Just minor titles. What minor titles are we missing already? Oh, let's auto-assign commanders. How far am I running? Okay, just to there. Do quests. You know, we've been called to arms, which we'll accept, but we're not going to do anything about it. We discussed doing lots of things with laws, but then forgot to do anything. What we're going to do is we're going to move the laws that way. Yeah, our troops are on the move. Oh, their stack is getting reasonably bopped. Oh, we can lower these guys because they're stuck in the sea, and these guys because I don't think it's worth. We have captured, well, we've captured a couple of people, and we have a special tithe in Constantinople. So let's group all of these up. Head over there. So we have 542. What can we spend that on? Well, we could start working on our retinue, couldn't we? 1, 2. Have a couple of clicks of retinue. Oh. We have a peasant revolt. Oh, about as far as you could possibly get from the front line. Brilliant. So we've got a bunch of peasants sat down there on bottom of Sicily. Oh. Have rejected my law. Well. Okay, we're gonna... And we're gonna go up to 4 while we're just sieging down. Here comes the army back. Well, look, we've got about double his numbers at this point. So we shouldn't have a problem. Oh. Okay, so I do need the council approval to get laws through, but they don't control war declarations or titles or anything interesting like that. Let's go and bop these dirty Bulgarians. No. Dangerous faction, increased council power. Shocker. Oh, and we also have a massive independence faction. Why do you hate me? Because you're a dirty Christian. Okay, so we lose a commander and then we get a commander. Let's get back in there. I'd quite like to detach someone to go and bop those peasants, but we're going to have to wait because we have other things going on at the moment. Oh, looks like either they got bored or someone took them out for me. Not going to complain either way around. But apparently we won that war. Go us. Go us. We're at 59%. Let it roll on. Oh, someone might fancy me. It's not appropriate. It's just not appropriate. Province is fully sieged down. Let's go into Turnovo. Siege down his capital and see what he thinks of that. He's got the Khan of Bavaria and the Kagan of Alania involved. Whoever they are. Oh, or is that a revolt? Ooh, I've inherited a duchy. Is the de jure duchy? Ah, it's a de jure duchy of which only one province is inside my lands. I'll take it. We're at 70%. We have a masterful diplomat. Nice. So we're going to get him married. Do we have anyone with saucy traits? So let's have a look. Looking for the normal geniuses, strong little girls. Brawny. What? That's a rubbish selection of marriages. Let's marry here. We have a child who is missing a focus. You can struggle, sir. Yeah, it's been accepted. We're at 70%. Oh yes, he is in revolt. Crumb of the Bulgarian revolt. What? We lost a siege. Oh, that's done. Let's pop that force. A witch and a demon worshipper. Let's keep them out of all plots. Let's have a quick look at our people. So we have Prince Christophus, who has good diplomacy. Oh, it's not as good as him though. So I am going to nominate. No. Prince Leon. Prince. Why can't I nominate? Oh, because I already have. What a buffoon. Why don't you like him? Greedy, lustful, weak. Not a big fan. But those guys. We have captured a shaman. Nice. Deceitful or honest? Honest. We can siege down here. Oh wow, we have so much money. How did we get so much money? We have no space for extra retinue. Let's see, what could we... Let's build a hospital and get a barracks going. And here we'll have a barracks. And here we'll have... Stop me if you've heard this. Another barracks. Brilliant. Trade map mode. Where is the one with... Okay, so we can't build a trade post. Boo, and get all of the fat loot. Because that would be far too exciting. Oh, money worked out brilliantly there. So my daughter can become brave or uncouth. Let's have brave. Chance of becoming brave. Rather than guaranteed switch to uncouth, which seems all sorts of rubbish. Son, I could stress to make him diligent. I could get him patient and out of patient. Diligent, such a good trait, but we become stressed. He's going to learn on his own. My daughter could become ambitious. Yeah. Have ambitious. Prince Leon is now the leading contender. Good, good, good. My oldest son is certainly better. We get some tech. Things are going well. Things are going well. This could become diligent or paranoid. Let's go for diligent because that's a bit better than paranoid. Unless they actually are out to get you, in which case it's worth being paranoid instead. Come on, Bulgaria, tap out. You've got a rebellion, you're getting smacked up by the Byzantine Empire. You know you just want to give in. We have a child who needs... Whoops. Who needs to learn. You can do that. Come on, 100%, there we are. So we are going to enforce our demands. So there we are, we have connected our land up. Nice. Which means that in our... Bring everyone down. Where's our button? The Thessalonica. So the one in Thessalonica we can get rid of. So it's either come to Nicomedia, so it's one side of this strait that where people go. We're threatening already, 22.8%, but I think that's a great place to end episode 1. Hope you enjoyed it. I hope you're looking forward to the rest of the series. This is a run that most people seem to do, and I'm looking forward to it because I am a bit of a fan of the Roman Empire, so hopefully we'll restore it and push all the way back up to Hadrian's Wall up here. So until next time all, I'm Colemaninho, and you are not. See you next time.